All right, we'll get into this first subject.
Oh, and this is kind of like in B Humble's neck of the woods, kind of. You know, I'm pretty sure you might be familiar with the area, though, for sure.
Is there audio to this? Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me turn it up.
A lot of people aren't aware of.
Oop. Wrong thing.
It is right there.
Take Eastern Shore, Maryland, for example, right? Most people live within a 50-mile radius of where they were born. A large percentage of the people who live on the Eastern Shore,
Turn it down a little bit.
during this time of these breeding farms migrated to Baltimore. Baltimore, Maryland is the incest capital of the United States of America. Baltimore, Maryland is the incest capital of the United States of America. And according to statistics by my colleague, Dr. Patricia Newton, who's a psychiatrist in Baltimore. In that area in Baltimore,
Did it freeze?
Sandtown, when you had these recent rebellions, 9 out of 10 black women in the depressed parts of Baltimore,
It's
9
crazy.
out of 10 black women have been victims of incest. In the same area, 7 out of 10 black men have been victims of incest. Incest.
That's crazy.
Yo, did I hear that right?
That's crazy. And you know what? The movie, Precious, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure if it took place in Baltimore, but Monique, she's from Baltimore.
Okay.
Right? So Monique has expressed, her things that happened to her growing up.
Uh-huh.
So that kind of, and that was Tony Browder, by the way, if people don't know who that was, the speaker. I'm not sure. I think that could have been off of one of Tariq Nasheed's thing, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Off one of his documentaries. But what do you guys think about that? Like 7 out of 10 men, or boys, men, and 9 out of 10 women.
All I can say is
That's wild.
shocking, man. That's really the only word that comes to mind when I hear it.
Bro, he said incest, and then I like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you for real?
I mean, I'm sure he ain't for fake. Yeah, I wouldn't put it out there. I mean, he wouldn't put it out there if it wasn't real.
Jesus
He
Christ.
says Precious was filmed in New York, but I don't know if that was the setting of Precious itself. Like
Right.
what they were trying to portray in the movie.
Right.
Damn.
But
And here we sitting up here thinking that's just a down south thing. Like, that's a real down south thing. But, nah.
well,
Huh? That's, oof. God. I'm with cultivate. That's sick. That is sickening.
I think Maryland south of the Mason-Dixon line, I think. Is it?
So Baltimore is not.
V said, I think V's talking to me. She said, so you telling me you never seen no one selling drugs before? B Humble said, I'm originally from PA, but I live in MD.
He got up out of that jail quick. What it ain't me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not an incest baby.
Ray said, so Baltimore isn't the Kentucky for black. B Humble said, my question, how far down the line are we talking? Is he meaning brother and sister thing, first cousin, second cousin? Yes, MD is below the Mason-Dixon.
It's a down south thing, buddy. I'm just messing around. But no, it's actually sad, though. You know what I'm saying? It boils down to it. And, because I've been to Baltimore maybe 2 or 3 times, and I don't know. It always seems like it's a dark cloud over the city. You know what I'm saying? You go to different cities and you can feel the energy. Mm-hmm. And the energy in Baltimore has always been, I don't know, it's just always been a little strange, like a little off. I'm not sure if that's the whole. But, it's a dangerous city.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's right there in your face, like, on the ground level, you can kind of feel it. I don't know, it's just the energy itself. Have either of you guys been to Baltimore?
No. Been to, only thing I've been in Maryland. No, wait. No, I've never been.
No, I've never been to Baltimore before.
Closest I think I've been to Baltimore is Washington, D.C. when we went to the Washington, D.C. as 6th grade.
Okay, I feel like The Wire, whatever you've seen on The Wire. I mean, of course, you got different areas outside of that, but what you see on The Wire, and I could be wrong. Like, we Be Humble's from around that area, or not from, but, lives around that area. But it's just always, it's really like that. Like, The Wire is really like that. I mean, Baltimore is really like The Wire, rather.
Yeah, cultivate, I'm with you. Because none of my cousins, sisters, any of them don't look, them motherfuckers ugly to me.
I don't think it's about them having a I don't think it's really like, oh, I can't find nobody else. I think it's just a pure sickness.
Yeah.
It's not, oh, I can't find nobody else to lay up with. I'm sure they could, but I think it's a pure sickness. And a lot of times, Baltimore is probably the big city highlighted here, but you go a lot in these rural towns. Shit, you ever seen Hills Have Eyes?
Yep.
That's some real type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I've seen bits and pieces of it, never the entire story, but I get
You
the
wondering why
overall sentiment.
your arm growing out your side of your head.
Right. So not only that, it's just they get that. You get the people they're on Social Security.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are on welfare, Social Security. They're getting some type of government assistance, and there's a lot of incest going on.
Yeah, and for the audio world, Cultivate Your Roots said all these people in the world, and you want a relative. SMH make it make sense. Be Humble said maybe they not knowing who their family is. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 though. 7 out of 10.
And another thing too is what we always say and we always preach is when guys are out here just impregnating women and just ghosting, and brothers and sisters not knowing who their parents is, that can be a mistake too, because you out here just fucking crazy in Florida, then come to Chicago and fucking somebody move, and then they don't know that they're related, and they fuck around and get married and have kids, and later on down the line they find out they have that's their brother, their sister they done married. That shit is kind of too.
I think the history here though with Baltimore as well as New Orleans or Louisiana, because it kind of has the same feel, is that the history is that those were breeding farms, right? So those areas were actually breeding farms. So they would have the buck, big black male, have sex with whoever, right? Because we're trying to breed the biggest, strongest slave.
Yeah.
So he could have sex with his mother. He could have sex with his sister. Whoever was able to have children, who was able to bear children, they would make him have sex with them. And that happened in Louisiana as well. Those were considered breeding farms. So what happens is it's less about them trying to, get with somebody that, maybe they feel attractive. It's really a sickness, and that's where the whole, quote unquote motherfucker came from. No,
you're right.
Legit
You're right.
where it came from.
It's just funny that, it's just funny to me.
No, it was funny. Like it was funny, and like that's so true at the same time, and that's awful. It's like 3 things that went through my head at the same time about that. But yeah, I remember we were talking about what was it? I didn't know, maybe you didn't either, the podcast, and that's when I learned about that.
What, the motherfucker?
Yeah,
I've learned a lot from. I'm not gonna lie, from B-Dot, that little segment, them little 2-3 minutes. You can learn a lot.
Yeah, it was. I was binge listening to that. I learned a lot of stuff, but it was like, yeah, he talked about that when they would be in a breeding farm essentially, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, they would put a bag over the woman's head and have, or maybe both of their heads or whatever, and make them have sex and and get impregnated to continue the process of the slavery thing and then replicate DNA, all that stuff.
So that type of mindset or that type of spirit is still out there. Even if you're made to do it, it sets a tone, it sets a precedence and a type of mindset out. And this is, to me, is why, Baltimore kind of seems like it's always in some dark,
cloud over it or something.
Yeah.
Vanya said it's in their home. They grow up in that environment. Hereditary, yeah. Cultivate your roots, a sickness, but people really are attracted to their relatives and have relationships with them. That reminds me of Cersei and Jaime Lannister. These guys don't know nothing about that.
Hell no, that's that nigga nerd shit.
Vanya said, that's why I said they grew up on that. Ray said, so it's okay for me to think that Southern ninjas are stupid.
Hey. Just calm down a little bit. Just think kilo. Calm down just a little bit. That's all. Just calm down a little bit. That's all.
Anyway.
Yeah, just calm down just a little bit.
I wanna.
Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, come on, man. Just calm down just a little bit. Because I'm part of that Southern thing you talking about.
Hey, if it don't apply to you.
Yeah, but no, he said Southern, though.
He did say something.
He
Right,
everything,
right.
so that's a grouping everybody. He didn't say some. So that's grouping everybody. So just thank you just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tad bit.
No, that's wild, man. And it
is
every time
I've
never heard, and I guess I would have to maybe look for it to an extent, but I've never heard of any good things that come from Baltimore. Not saying that good things don't happen, but Baltimore, every time I've heard about it, it's always something bad.
I mean, look at the name of that football team, the Ravens.
The Ravens, yeah, and Ravens are scavengers, right?
Like one of the worst scavenger type birds ever. You feel me? Like this, if a Raven's in a movie or something, you know some bad shit happening.
Yeah, they found
it's always associated.
Exactly.
It's always associated with death.
But they don't have no other team either. It's just the Ravens. That's it. They don't have no basketball team. They
got the baseball,
Orioles.
yeah.
Orioles.
And you know, this is some nerd type stuff, but it also reminds me of in Naruto Itachi. He for a different reason, but he also used Ravens for something completely different. I won't go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, man, that's when I hear Baltimore, and I've never been there. Maybe I'm jaded at this point, but when I hear Baltimore, I hear dark cloud.
It definitely has that feeling. Good crab cakes though. Crab cakes is fine, man. It's Baltimore crab cakes.
Hey, Ray. Ray said 23andMe be going wild now.
Hell no.
You're a brother, husband, father, cousin.
You're a brother. That is wild, though.
No, I'm a nerd, not them. Not them. I'm the residential nerd of the KNoWKi podcast.
No. He's a nigga nerd. He don't say the N word, but I say it for him. This is a nigga nerd. Now go ahead.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all me, Ray.
But what would you since we say nerd, what would you define as a nerd?
This nigga. And if Fool was still here with us, Soundman Dave, him too. Goddamn it, nah.
Oh shit!
Specific definition. What would you say?
I ain't really got no definition, but I mean, you know, nerdy white people shit. That's all.
Nerdy white people shit.
No, I'm just fucking around, man. You know some shit. You know, it really don't. I don't know, man. No, that anime shit kind of was strange to me. Like, go watch some Tom and Jerry, nigga. Like,
he said, go watch Tom.
Y'all niggas want to watch
something that got an actual story.
Go watch some Darkwing
Tom
Duck
and Jerry
or something.
definitely had a story.
Yeah, go watch Darkwing Duck or some shit.
You feel me?
DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Yeah,
Another
Power Rangers, man.
I'll take my Death Note.
Oh shit,
all right, man. All right.
I'll take my Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay, I mean, I feel you. That's that nigga nerd shit. Keep going.
Brotherhood.
Brother.
So Ray said this show was dope. Good chemistry. Yes, sir.
Brother.
Yes, sir. That's how we came together. JJ in the chat too. What's going on?
JJ, what's going on,
What's
man?
up?
How you doing?
Happening.
What's going on? D Money and JJ in the chat. Wow.
He dropped the bomb for JJ and D Money. How y'all doing today, man? I hope all is well on y'all end.
Yes. Hope all is well. JJ, fill us in on what's been up. You know, I mean, obviously not giving details on your life, but what's been up? What's going on? Yeah, man, that was a crazy segment right there, man.
Yeah,
for it to be the incest, what they call it, the incest capital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's That's wild, man.